Hey guys, just letting you know, make sure you listen to the end of the podcast. We got a little information about our channel.
Hey, what up, everybody? It is Cole back.
Drew.
Casen. Fuck you, Casen. It's Dalton.
Yep, we got 2 new interns. They're great.
I'm not new, you bastard.
But yeah, we're back again, and we are going to be talking about the Bethesda Elder Scrolls.
We're not doing the first 2 in Morrowind. I don't even know what the first 2 are called.
Well, yeah, there's
I don't know the third is
like
Morrowind.
3 before the Oblivion.
I'm the only one that's played Oblivion.
Yeah.
That's the oldest game we've
Close.
Jaws.
Don't know what you said, but alright.
Calm down.
They know if they played the game.
But yeah, Drew, I know that you played it, so what do you got to say about it? I mean,
Tell us
I
all
don't
about Oblivion.
What is it
Yeah.
about?
inform us.
So you guys have played. You've all played Skyrim.
Hell yes.
So you know
Yes.
there are the Plains of Oblivion. There's 60
Yes.
different princes.
Yeah.
Mehrunes Dagon.
Yeah.
Daedric. The Mehrunes Dagon, the guy you know is Razor.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah,
a cult
Mhm.
in
Like the
Tamriel. So you're in Cyrodiil, the center, like the Empire.
The supernatural.
Oh, so the
No.
No, this
Sure.
is not. No
so
supernatural.
the like the center of the game revolves around that country you just said.
Yeah, Cyrodiil.
Syria.
Is Cyrodiil like capital of the Imperials?
Yeah, it's the main. Well, I don't want to say. I
Is
guess
that where the
country.
emperor is?
It's
Yeah.
like
Emperor.
You're with the Emperor most of the time.
Oh, that's cool.
It's because the Emperor is voiced by Sean Bean.
He dies in the end.
He dies in the end.
Wait,
Spoiler.
Sean Bean's in it?
spoiler.
Yeah.
I know. Wait, Sean Bean.
Yeah.
I
So
honestly didn't know that.
you start the game in a prison, and then you create your character.
Same
And
as
then,
Skyrim.
Yeah. And then magically, of course, I mean, just by coincidence, the Emperor's escape route from the city is through your prison cell. So they're all like complaining, like, there's not supposed to be anyone in the cell. It's supposed to be empty at all times. And you're like,
How convenient.
prisoner, just follow us. Don't do anything wrong. It's like, okay.
What
I
did
would've
you do to
stabbed
get in
them.
prison.
I never
Jesus,
talked
Dalton.
about it.
I wish they did. That's
But then that Emperor dies, and he tells you to go find his son. Because he's wearing a dragon amulet or something, and it can only people from Martin the Septim line, so
There can
Tiber
only
Septim
be one!
from Skyrim, his line can only wear that amulet to
just
keep the boundaries of
Destiny.
Oblivion
Okay.
shut. So then you have to go find his son, Martin Septim, who's voiced by Sean Bean, who dies in the end because it's Sean Bean.
can't
Is
get
that like
away
a
with
spoiler
lying.
for anything Sean Bean's in now?
You should just expect it if he's in it at this point.
He has
But
his
there's
own-
a
he
show
has-
about him.
Yeah,
No?
Yeah,
he has no
He
show.
gonna
and
die at the end of the show.
he was in Game of Thrones too.
Don't
Yeah,
talk
but
about
Lord of
that.
the Rings.
that has so many different storylines though. But anyways, go on.
I guess one of the only things that really annoyed me about Oblivion was to hurt ghosts, you had to use a silver sword.
To hurt what?
A ghost.
That's kind of
So,
cool.
Really?
Well, that makes
No,
sense.
according to Supernatural, it's
Shut up,
iron
Cole.
and rock salt.
God
Alright,
damn it.
calm
Well,
down, people.
which sucked is if you just wanted to explore at a low level and you didn't have a silver sword, the ghosts would just kill you. You can't hurt them at all.
So,
that's
you
kinda
find the
cool.
amulet. Then
So
what the
you have
hell
to-
do you do?
So you have to find the amulet, you have to get him, and then thing is there's gates to Oblivion of Mehrunes Dagon's his like plane of Oblivion.
Yeah.
These gates are opening up all over Cyrodiil, and just the Daedra pouring out.
So I mean,
So yeah, I mean, which sucks because you could be just like going around the countryside, and then just a gate to Oblivion opens,
Shit's hitting the fan. And
Is
just
it
like right in
Cyrodiil.
front of you.
Is it like there's a set spot where it opens, or is it just completely
It's just
random?
complete random.
it's like nether portals.
Like one time I played the game through.
No.
One time I played the game through. I was
Come
going to
on.
an inn,
No, that's
and there was
funny.
nothing. Then the second time I played, I went to the inn again. There was an Oblivion gate like in front of the door. So you mean, and what sucks is you have to go into the Oblivion gate to shut it off, and the whole thing is like this giant castle, and it's all a maze,
Oh, that's cool.
Which
so,
sucks.
so going into another fortress.
basically. No,
And-
do you want to say something cool?
yeah, one of the like when you were talking about how Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric prince, is opening up all these doors to like his realm of Oblivion.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tying in to the Elder Scrolls Online, which came out for the PC, and we don't know where the hell it's going to come out for consoles. But
Yeah.
same thing going on there. Mehrunes Dagon is trying to like take over, and
Yeah.
he's opening up all these doors, and Daedra monsters are just coming out. So
Yeah. And I mean, then you do see in Skyrim that one guy in Dawnstar, I believe, his museum or whatever. Then you get
Then you combine the dagger into
the-
3 pieces.
yeah.
And then it's powerful.
It's that cult,
Dagger.
the Mythic Dawn, who's led by Mankar Cameron. I know.
These names are fantastic.
nerd.
I still remember his name from playing Oblivion. Like,
It was like 2 years ago.
no, it was like
Oblivion
5
came out a
years.
long time ago.
Drew's a nerd.
Yeah, I am. But and then it's cool because then you go undercover. You're like in this cult. He's like preaching, and you're just like in the audience. So when you go to that museum, it's like It's kind of cool because it's like I was there. I saw this guy.
Oh, okay, so I get because there's a
I
lot
never
of things
did
in Skyrim that's like,
They do reference Oblivion.
yeah, and a lot of things in Skyrim, but I don't know.
The other thing that was cool that they referenced like directly almost was what was it, Blackreach or whatever, the huge underground cavern.
Yeah.
That you had to go get the Elder Scroll.
Yeah.
You know that dead guy who was searching for that Nirnroot downstairs.
Yeah.
Nirnroot.
He was in the first game.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, you went because he was first starting to study Nirnroot.
I remember that stuff.
So and you've tried to find him like just one Nirnroot in all of the like Cyrodiil.
Isn't that the crap that's like glowing and crashed by rivers?
I found him
So
all.
fucking
What is it
annoying.
even supposed to do?
You give them to. There's a couple quests that have to do with it.
Can you,
There's
like-
one that has to do with the main quest line, and there's a random one where
There's a farmer chick.
this lady will give you a certain amount of gold or items if you bring her a certain amount
Or
of
her
number.
daughter.
Cole,
Sold her into slavery for Nirnroot.
Cole, you look a little like.
I have a question
What's
about
talking?
Nirnroot.
What is your question, Dalton?
Can you make potions with it or
You
something?
You
can.
cannot.
Yeah, you can.
You can't.
That's
Yeah.
contradicting.
With what?
Yeah, just
What
in an
was the
alchemy
potion?
station.
This podcast
I know
brought to
you
you by
can.
information.
Though. I know it's in the ingredients.
I never used the potion stand.
Come on.
I should become an alchemist. My
You
last
can.
character.
What's
I
fun
think-
is when you're an alchemist, you create poisons and put them on arrows.
To kind of talk about what Casen
yeah.
did with his character becoming like an alchemist, I became a nomad.
No, you did
Um,
not.
Guys, we can't already start on Skyrim.
I was
Come on.
really.
Hey, hey.
We're still on Oblivion here.
Yeah.
Oblivion.
Back to
Still
Oblivion.
in Oblivion. I know
We'll-
you want to
we'll
talk
get
about
to
Skyrim.
We've got
We'll
plenty
get
of
to
time.
and your bullshit story about becoming a nomad. But first, let's finish
A
Oblivion.
man of the rocks.
True story.
But what's cool is you fight with the blades.
Yeah.
They're a huge part in that. You go to like their fortress and there's the blades. You learn all the techniques.
Oh.
So wait, how many years before is it? Isn't it like 300 or something like
It's
that?
something like
Between
that. Yeah.
Skyrim and Oblivion.
Just let him go down there.
I didn't say
He's
anything.
not really part of this conversation right now.
And
Anyway.
neither am I. I'm just kind of over here. Right
Case and I are having a
Me
good conversation between Oblivion because Casen's interested.
Yeah. I should play that game.
I hope the audience is interested.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Definitely not. Cole's now taking on the role of the audience here.
But it is fun because then there's like someone else takes over the government of Cyrodiil basically because they're not. I don't think they're related to Mythic Dawn at all. The cult they just seize power because the Emperor's dead and all that. But so there are the Oblivion Gates happening. So they sack a city, which is
Was it Rome?
No, it was not.
Fortunately.
I know. But
Rome got fucked.
how convenient do you think it was that the city that got sacked, you had to go, like, get destroyed by the Oblivion Gates? That's where Martin Septim was, the guy's son you had to go get.
You were making all of these references, and I've got no clue what you're talking about.
You
I
had
don't
to
even.
You had to go get the Emperor's son, and how convenient it was he was in the city that was being destroyed.
I'm just.
That is. It's
Confused.
pretty interesting.
Wasn't it?
So, tell us about the Dark Brotherhood, because I know the Dark Brotherhood's in.
Dark Brotherhood is...
Hold on. I'm very confused. Are we even talking about the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
kind
you gotta get
a
the.
little bit.
This is you're in a cell you're not supposed to.
audience
For doing things you're not told you've done.
Yes.
You're told to go find this guy's amulet.
Because the Emperor's
Since
escaping
Skyrim.
with you.
The Emperor's escaping with you.
He dies.
He dies. He tells you to go get the amulet. You go find this guy who happens to be in a town that's being destroyed.
You have to go find his son. He was like
I know.
he was
You
like
gotta-
a
you gotta find
bastard
his son.
child almost, so he was sent away.
Bastard. Jon
Yeah.
Snow.
He was sent away. So you have to go
Really?
find him.
Really?
You keep me on the phone.
Cole is on the phone.
Let me call you back.
All right, Cole, give me your phone. Come on.
I'll turn it off.
No.
So you have to go find. He wants you to go find his son, and he's in this city, and of course the city he's in is getting ransacked by Daedra, which is kind of.
So there's Daedric princes. Are they hard to kill? Like Daedra warriors? Is
Can
that
you-
the enemy?
Well, you know
Daedra
what enemies are
you
you
can
fighting?
face-
you fighting the straight.
Are you
like,
fighting melons?
the Dremora or whatever? The guys that actually look humanish of the Daedra.
So are they part
They're
of
the ones
Daedra?
that come into
in the
our
middle of the
world.
night in your
No,
room,
into
like
our-
Sandman.
They're the only. I don't think
Mr.
can Daedric
Sandman.
princes come into the real world.
No.
Is
Well,
it like a
the
vampire?
Dremora.
You got invited him in.
Only the Dremora.
I
can
got
come
tea and
in.
crumb-
I got
Crumpets?
fucked as a vampire when I was playing Oblivion. Stop it, Cole.
Wait, you could be a vampire?
Yeah, it's all the same shit from.
Oh yeah, don't you get like infected?
Yeah, you get infected. And what sucks is I
Damn
was not.
herpes.
I did not know I was a
Of
vampire.
the medieval world.
So
Same.
I went outside and then I left my game for like 10, 15 minutes, and I had to go do something. And I came back, my guy died, and it quick saved. No, so every time
saved your death.
it quick saved right there when I went outside, and it was daytime, and I hadn't resaved in a long time, so I had to either load the game from like 3 hours ago, or just always start in the daytime dying.
Can't you just go back inside and heal?
I did.
Wow, your life sucks.
But it was just like, oh, I'm so fucked.
Yeah, like not to get too far away from Oblivion, but in Skyrim, I ended up fighting some vampires, and it said I became sick. And whenever someone talked to me, it said, "You look really sickly." I ended up Googling what it was, and I looked at my eyes; they were yellow.
Yeah.
And then I had to do a whole quest to get rid of vampirism.
People usually end up telling my
Bullshit.
character I look ugly even though I'm not a vampire. You look sick, but I just slept for 24 hours.
Isn't the only way to level up in Oblivion to
Is it
sleep?
250? What? I can't see it.
This can record us
Yeah.
through my webcam.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're recording, I guess.
No.
yes. So
So you sleep and you level up. That's the only way to level up in Oblivion.
I did not know that.
No one did. No one did.
So you have to sleep to level
You
up?
have to sleep to level up.
How do you know when to
I
level
played
up?
the game for about 5 to 6 hours as level 1, and I slept, and I leveled up like 10 times.
Does it like tell you go to sleep, you'll level
No,
up?
it just says you've leveled up,
Wait.
That
So,
makes no sense.
and then you have to go to sleep.
so like all your experience is pooled, and then when you sleep, it all just jumps ahead.
Yeah, I think
Okay, that
if I remember correctly, I did play it
That would
6 years
suck.
ago, so
you said 5.
God.
5, 6, whatever.
Get your story straight.
2 minutes ago.
I wish. I really wanted to go back and play it the other day.
I might play that game. I mean, I'll probably get on PC because
I remember when you tried to make me
It's not
play
the
it.
best.
It didn't go well.
Oblivion is so much fun. I just know because whenever you guys say Oblivion, I say close shut the jaws of Oblivion. Because that's what the Emperor says.
Oh.
In like the intro video
Go
or
shut
whatever.
the jaws of
Yeah,
oblivion.
he's like, let's close shut the jaws of Oblivion. And it's like,
I get it.
Let's do
it.
What was I gonna say? I play Elder Scrolls on the PC for mods, and there are a ton of
not online, just Skyrim.
just Skyrim,
Yeah.
Skyrim mods. And whenever there's a lot of mods that reference Oblivion, and you go back in time to fight Oblivion stuff like that.
There's actually, I bought the expansion pack for Oblivion, which is the Shivering Isles, which is the reign, or basically the plane of existence of Sheogorath. And you know Sheogorath, that guy's fun. I mean, he's fun. Because you've done the quest where you get the Wabbajack,
Yes.
and then you turn people into
He's
whatever.
crazy as fuck.
So that's fun. I mean, there's like a good side and a dark side. And at the end of the whole like expansion pack thing, you become Sheogorath.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your character basically becomes a Daedric prince.
That's
What?
awesome.
Yeah. So that, I mean, that's, and it's like a mini civil war going on in this place. So you have to pick a side.
So
it's
do
kinda
you
fun.
do you ever get to fight like a Daedric prince or no?
The ending battle of the game. This is skipping pretty far ahead.
So spoiling.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But this is how Sean Bean dies, basically.
What? Sean Bean? No.
Yeah.
Again.
So, I'm pretty sure Martin Septim becomes Akatosh, doesn't he? Or doesn't he become?
I don't know.
I believe he becomes the ninth god.
What?
I
I
think
don't
some
know that.
shit like that.
Talos.
Not Talos. Oh fuck. He becomes Akatosh, like the dragon or whatever.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Mehrunes
yeah.
Dagon finally gets into our world.
Wait, which dragon?
Just one of the gods.
Oh, okay.
So Mehrunes Dagon finally gets into the world. He's like a 20-foot tall guy.
So you actually
Like,
see him.
Yeah, with like 4
Oh,
arms.
okay.
He's got a huge battle axes and all this
Oh,
hands.
that's what I really missed about Skyrim. I wish there was something like that.
And
in
then
Skyrim.
this is like the ending. I mean, you can keep playing the game afterwards, but
Yeah.
this is like the ending of the storyline.
main story, yeah.
And then Martin Septim is like praying or something, and he does something with the dragon amulet, and he transforms into a giant fucking dragon. And there's this battle scene
That's awesome.
between Mehrunes Dagon and this dragon, which used to be Martin Septim.
Is it like a bigger dragon than the Skyrim dragon?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like 20 feet. It matches Mehrunes Dagon.
Oh, okay.
So then they fight. He ends up killing. He's not killing Mehrunes because you can't.
Yeah.
But he sends him back to his oblivion, and then he becomes a statue in the Imperial City.
So his power, he used his power to fight.
He uses
Yeah.
his power for good.
But then he turns into that statue.
Damn.
But I mean, there's the Thieves Guild, there's the Fighters Guild, there's not the Companions.
Which you never did.
I'm getting around to it. There,
3 years later.
There's the Mages Guild, and then there's the Dark Brotherhood. Which, I mean, it's all...
What's
fine.
like the Dark Brotherhood?
The Dark Brotherhood, you have to kill somebody,
Same as Skyrim.
just like a random person or whatever,
Mhm.
to kill them, and then this guy comes and visits you while you're sleeping, and he gives you the Blade of Woe.
I remember.
Oh, see, that's the opposite of Skyrim.
That freaked me out.
He gives you the Blade of Woe.
Okay.
The Dark Brotherhood.
What?
When it's like they kidnap you or something.
Yeah, like you kill someone, you go to sleep, and then he appears, gives you this blade, and he tells you to go kill this other person, and after you kill him, sleep again, and he'll find you.
See, in Skyrim, you gotta kill the orphan lady, and then you sleep. You get a you get a letter saying we know what you did or something, whatever. You go to sleep, you wake up, and
They take you to that cabin.
Astrid kidnaps you, and you gotta
Yeah.
kill one of the three, which doesn't matter. Which is funny
Or
thing
you
about
could kill
that.
her.
You could.
You could and steal the Blade of
I've
Woe.
done that.
Which I don't. If you had a high enough
Pickaxe?
high
Really?
enough looting or
Steal
pickpocketing, you can pickpocket the Blade of Woe off her,
Yeah.
and at the end of the Dark Brotherhood, she'll give you another one. So you can have dual Blade of Woe.
Is it a good blade?
Yeah, it's
And it's
it's
alright.
Valerian steel?
What's
It's not Valerian steel.
I wish.
But
was-
it's kind of one of those just like ceremonial, I guess. sorts.
What sucked about the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim, I know I'm skipping ahead, but I never slept in Skyrim whatsoever. So I went like real life about like 3 weeks, and then I slept for just no reason. And then I was really confused of where I was at because I killed the lady 3 weeks ago.
But I know there's like a statue in one of the cities in Oblivion, and then I know you're bored, Cole.
Taking a nap.
Taking a fucking nap.
I forgot
over there.
Cole was in here.
Well, we're talking about this. You don't know anything about it. You could be asking me questions, but
I'm asking.
That's why we brought Casen in.
Are you able to be like a farmer of any kind?
no, you can't.
Well, then what the fuck is the point? How come we can't be living peacefully? Why can't these games like, oh well...
Because there's fucking Oblivion gates opening in your goddamn farm.
They're taking your cabbages,
Maybe
Cole.
they should have a DLC, like the homestead thing in Skyrim,
There's
where you
no
gotta
homestead
defend your
thing.
family or something.
There's no homestead thing in Skyrim.
It's build your own house he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
Yeah, dummy.
Oh,
But you don't
there's-
gotta defend your family from.
There is a DLC that the game came with that you get together all these Knights of Nine or whatever.
The 9 Wraiths? Or...
No, this isn't another Lord of the Rings
No.
podcast.
What? Okay.
You're getting way the fuck off
The Knights
topic
of
here.
Nine, and it's all they're all these crusaders that
That's their
kicked
opinion.
out the race that was originally in Tamriel, who
Okay.
created all this stuff. And you meet Pelennor Whitestake, or whatever. So I mean, there are books all around that's like
Yeah.
that are about him, and you meet him, and you get all these followers.
See, if I had the time and the patience to read every book in Skyrim, I would probably learn a lot about Oblivion. I'm just too goddamn lazy to read all those books.
I don't think anybody has ever read every single
Yeah, they
fucking
have.
book.
They have
They
I've
need to
read-
get a life. That's the
I've-
tip of the day.
I've read some of them.
I've read a couple,
Well,
but
I'm not saying I haven't read any of them. I'm just saying to read every single individual book, especially like in Skyrim as well.
Drew did that a little bit. He was reading some books.
Not every book.
Not
though.
every-
He was reading a lot books
I
though.
was reading a lot.
I know there's
of them,
people out there that have like read every single book. It's like, dude, okay, I get that like you're a super fan, but let's calm it down a bit.
To show the size of how many books there are 3 houses in Skyrim: Breezehome, the one in Riften, and the one in Markarth are the 3 houses that have the biggest library collection. All the books can be fit in the 3 largest libraries, which is the 3 houses. That's how many books are in the game.
I mean, there's a shit ton to read. How long it took them to go through
And write
all
of it.
that lore is just ridiculous.
Mhm.
Who got paid to do that?
Hopefully they got paid a lot.
Are we
See,
still
and then the
talking about
mod-
Oblivion?
And then the mods of
At
Skyrim.
this point,
yeah.
it's hard to.
They merge together.
They
It's-
merge together.
The mods of Skyrim, there's a lot of people that hate mods just because they don't go with the lore, but there are a lot of mods that
increase the
that
lore.
increase the lore, that add something amazing that fits with the lore perfectly. Like, because there's random things people say, and they'll build on that, saying, like, my family lived on another island. They'll add an island, and you could go to it.
I know. I'm still finding shit in Skyrim that I have no idea was there.
Cole, this is turned into a Drew and Casen podcast.
Hey, man. I love Skyrim. It's my favorite game.
Just press a button and we'll start like laughing or clapping.
You want to get like a
You have one
soundboard
of
in
those?
here?
You can get the buzzer
Like
out.
the-
And we're like, yay!
Yeah, every time you need to clap, I'm just gonna like kick the bed. You're gonna laugh for a second. Alright. But there, like the other day, I found a lighthouse, and then you go
By,
in, and the family's been murdered.
Is
I think
is
I
that the
It's
one?
in the snow area.
Oh, I remember that.
That was creepy.
Isn't that by
Oh.
Solitude?
No, it's wait, Solitude. No, it's between Dawnstar, I think, and Winterhold.
There
Oh, there's one over there.
Yeah, there's a
Falkreath.
lighthouse.
isn't that like an area up in
Fall
the
Creek's at the very bottom.
That's the very that's like forest.
I know
That's
there's
the
a
middle
there's
city.
a town that's up in near the top left
Dawnstar.
where there is it Dawnstar where you've got I think it's like a Daedric thing quest where you go up to this like building and all these people are like frozen in time and dead.
Oh, Nightcrawler Temple.
That was a cool
Nightcrawler
mission
Temple.
and it was scary.
I did that like a week ago. I was still playing Skyrim.
Why
You
did you play
really?
Skyrim?
I don't know.
When'd you play Skyrim?
I don't know. I was playing it though.
Oh, was it on the?
So are we on Skyrim now?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
I mean, Oblivion. You're a prisoner. Gotta go find Sean Bean. He dies in the end. There's a bunch of fun shit in the between where you're helping the Blade.
That doesn't
kill
really
the
sound like
Daedra.
much of a storyline. Emperor
There's-
tells you to go find his son. You go find his son. Then this Septum guy becomes a dragon and kills people.
So they're
That's
more.
because you have to fight against this Mythic Dawn cult that has influence in all of Cyrodiil. So it's hard to fight back, I guess.
So it's kind of like another Civil War.
Yeah.
Because there's two.
He's on the Destiny app
God
right
damn
now.
it.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So I'll talk about Skyrim now.
Oh.
Skyrim is by far my all-time favorite game.
Not the 2D's asleep.
I have played over a couple hundred hours of Skyrim, and I never get tired of that
Are we
game.
supposed to clap for that or?
Yes.
Yay!
It's. I've beaten every part of that game, and now I'm just using mods to complete them. Like, Don, what was your favorite part of Skyrim?
The Civil War, honestly.
Silver War.
Not silver.
Did I say silver?
You said silver.
Well, that's happening in Markarth.
The Silver
Ha,
War.
Skyrim joke.
Get out.
Did you ever have to go? Did you do that mission to go to the prison in Markarth?
Yeah.
Like be thrown in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one
That
was.
was a bitch.
I found
Markarth
out
was a bad
you can
town.
dual wield shovels,
Yeah.
and you can just beat the shit out of people with shovels instead of your hands. Like that one tough dude.
You use shovels?
I use shovels.
Not
I
not
fucking
a
beat the
shiv?
shit. No,
You damn.
it's because the shovels did more power because you could dual wield.
Fuck, man. You can
It's
do
fucking
that.
great. Yeah, but the shivs are tiny.
Was
even
the
though-
shovel or was the pickaxes?
Oh, it was pickaxes.
Pickaxes,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, it was pickaxes. I did use a shovel to
Way to
beat the
speak
shit
up,
out of
Cole. Be involved.
the.
I knew you were wrong, but I just wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, I didn't raise my hand.
So, Drew, how many of the main quests? There's 5 main quests, which is the main storyline: Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, Companions, Mages Guild. I think that's all of them, right?
You listed 5, so
Yeah.
I've done all of them.
Well,
Even the Companions.
Yes.
You
I
finished-
just
I
not
have-
on the 360.
I just haven't done them on the 360. I've done them all on PS3.
I have
Oh,
to.
okay,
I have
okay.
to say my favorite one goes Dark Brotherhood, then the Mage, and then
I hated the Mage.
I actually really like the Mage.
The Mages was interesting, but
I
I've
never
never really gotten into.
I did not
magic.
like the Thieves Guild. Besides the fact, to become like the master of it, you had to get what I think it was like 5 jobs in each city,
I never did.
and it was so
Oh, dude,
difficult
that was
to
the-
get the right city to appear. And the guy was always mad at you when you told him, "No, I don't want this goddamn job."
No, dude, I did them all. I love the Thieves Guild because it was the biggest quest line. And it kept me busy for the longest
Actually,
time.
I
It can keep you busy for the
I
ever.
loved all of
Just
them.
randomly generated.
Same as Dark
Companions,
Yeah,
become a werewolf.
Yeah.
Duh.
Dude, I became a werewolf, and I never fucking used a werewolf.
I didn't. I only used it to like run.
No, but like the Dark Brotherhood, I got. You know how when you beat the Dark Brotherhood, the Night Mother, you keep getting quests no matter what.
That's what I was gonna say in Oblivion.
She keeps
She's
giving
in
you
Oblivion
people to
too,
kill,
the Night
right?
Mother.
Is she a
Yeah,
real
Is
person?
she alive in
No, she's not real. She's
Is
a
it the
ghost.
same? Oh, like she's the mummy?
Like
still?
she is a statue in one of the cities called the Lucky Lady of Luck. So people go
Lady
up
of Luck?
Yes, people go up and pray to her or something, and like
Dude,
ask
there's
their blessings.
There's the there's a stone thing in the middle of the lake, which
Yeah.
is Lady of the Luck.
The Lady of Lake, not Luck.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a
Lady of the Lake.
Lady of the Lake.
Oh, is that one?
Yeah,
Oh, damn it.
Lady of the Lake, not Lady of Luck.
Just close enough.
But people would go up and pray to her, and that's kind of how she would find out about if people wanted things done, almost.
Oh. Oh, well then.
And then, like, it opens up, and that's her tomb down there. And that's, like, where the final ending of the Dark Brotherhood is for the Oblivion.
But what I
So
I got
the companions in Oblivion.
No, there's companions are only in Skyrim.
Yeah.
It's the Fighters Guild.
what was funny about when I was playing the Dark Brotherhood on the PC, I finished everything, and then I would try. I hated having random quests in my quest line. I wanted to. Once it was done, I wish it was just gone, so I wouldn't have to look at it anymore. So eventually, I found a command online to just get rid of it, so I wouldn't have to get. Because I didn't want it. I didn't want it. Shut up! I didn't want it in my. I didn't want it in my quest line forever.
Axe. Well, I know.
Even the Thieves Guild did the same thing.
I know. I think my favorite quest of Skyrim was you had to get Dawnguard.
The Dawnbreaker.
No.
Oh.
You had to have the Dawnguard DLC.
Oh, is that the one you're trying to get me to play?
Yeah, but it was Lost to the Ages. It was hard. You had to find 4 Therium shards at 4 different locations because you had to like look on your map in your inventory, then find it on the map in the game, and then go find it, and then at the end find a forge, and it was cool because like then there was like this. At the first place, you found like the ghost of this lady that died. She's like, down there's where I fell, and then you find her body later.
Oh my god.
She's like, take my bow, and I'm like, no, it's a piece of shit, but okay.
Did you tell her that?
No, I didn't tell her that.
It was a piece of shit.
It wasn't.
No, bitch, it's a piece of shit.
It wasn't an option.
It wasn't an option.
The only thing was like, it fired 30% faster than all of their bows.
I never used a bow.
But it was like, no, I don't need it.
Did you ever use that book, which that
Book of
cheat
the
where
Dead?
you no
The one you get
Ogum-
from the giant dwarf cube. in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ice.
yeah. Did you ever use that cheat where you saved, use it, put it back in the bookshelf, read it, put it back in the bookshelf without, so you could infinitely use it?
I did that.
I tried to, but I never could seem to get it to work. I was always doing something wrong.
I got about, this was on the Xbox when I got about 20 levels, and then I went from level 25 to 45, and then I played the game by myself.
I did it to level up enough to find a legendary dragon.
Legendary
you need to be like
Dragons.
level 70 or something ridiculous.
I'm level what am I on the
What
PC?
level are you in Skyrim?
Shut up.
Let's talk about our level.
Shut up. Piece of
Cole, you want
shit.
to talk about
What
levels?
level are you in Skyrim as a stupid fucking farming nomad?
My character's like a Thundercat, and he's like, which is Khajiit.
I named my Khajiit's like...
Inform us about your nomad.
And he was a thief.
Your simple farming nomad cat.
Okay, so when I first started out, I was a prisoner for some reason. I think it was because I did try to like illegally.
You were crossing the border.
Well, I mean, no, I was
with your
getting
stolen,
help
with your
from-
stolen goods.
Yeah. Anyways,
Skooma.
so there was a misunderstanding with that, and anyways, as soon as I escaped, I went back to my family, which had left me,
Cole made his own lore.
and my
writes
house, all
fan fiction.
my belongings were taken from my bitch ass wife. She's a Breton, and
Really?
Why would you marry a Breton?
Damn.
just get that magical touch. You know what I mean?
I used a bread from the last character.
Ooh.
Come on.
I get it.
And anyway, so I searched Whiterun for work. I helped with the farmland around there.
Did anyone come up to you and say,
I did a
Kitty.
little merchandising stuff.
Kitty.
Like I was a caravan owner for a little while.
Did you? You owned a caravan.
I owned a caravan.
There's a mod
I
that
sold
how,
goods.
how large was your fleet of caravans?
I wouldn't call it a fleet. I call
No,
it like 3
don't tell me to
people.
shut up.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
small
Does
convoy.
anybody have any questions about my life so far?
Well, what about the farming?
Did you ever... Yeah, did you just have a wife, or did you have any other...
No, she left me. Remember?
Did she ever do any kids or anything like that, or no?
Cole, for the love of God, turn off your phone.
Really?
Sorry, my phone went off.
You didn't even
Anyway.
turn the sound off. You answered a call earlier, and you didn't...
Turn off. the
So,
Alright.
so what me and Dalton are wondering, did you wrote your own fan fiction for Skyrim? Is that what we're
I wouldn't
doing?
call it fan fiction. I mean, I played the game.
He
To
actually
his own
believes
standards.
he's in
Well,
Skyrim.
I don't know. Whenever like the common wolf came along, I was just defending my crops, so I killed them.
Defend your crops with a hoe.
But-
Whack him to death with a hoe.
You
I
can
I
get
can
a
have
hoe.
a hoe.
Can you get a hoe?
I think you actually could. Probably not.
Probably not.
But
A shovel though.
I don't know. They were asking me a lot of things like, "Hey man, you're the Dragonborn. You gotta help us." I'm like, "Oh,
I got my crops to tend
Nah,
to.
bro.
my name's-
Dude, my carrots are ready.
I'm not into that life anymore. At all helping people.
I'm retired."
Did you ever have to-
helping people.
Did you have to fend off any giants or mammoths?
Fuck that. I ran away.
What about your crops? Did you just
Fuck the crops. I don't need tomatoes.
just up and start again with
Yeah.
a new Breton wife every
I mean,
time?
I just found a new farm, and I told the people like, "Yeah, I'll be moving in."
So you just used what the
Cole, your
set
life sounds
DLC
depressing.
and- So here's my question though: where'd you get the money?
Where'd you get the
I do
capital?
jobs.
Capital for the upstart.
Like if you pick crops and then you talk to the farm owner
Wait.
of the crop, you can
Drew.
You give them their crops back, and they'll give you money for helping them.
Drew, I have an
Really?
idea.
That-
I
does
think
that
he
work for
brutally
all
murdered
farmers?
the farmer.
Peaceful.
And
Oh, I didn't know you
destroyed
could do
the
that.
Yep.
That's another way
Didn't have
to.
to hurt
He
soul.
took on the identity of the farmer. He murdered the farmer. If you I can't say this, but he's getting shifty-eyed right now.
I gotta leave. I need to go find my character on Skyrim.
I gotta
Okay,
get into
so since
safety.
we're on the topic of Skyrim,
We have been.
We've been on for the past half an
Oh,
hour.
You're
Yeah.
too busy diddling around with the Destiny app.
well, you know, I just want to make sure my character's doing okay.
Calm down, your character's fine.
Anyways, so
Played like 20
what's the
minutes
story
ago.
behind Skyrim?
Oh god, we have
Okay, do you want me to go?
Yeah, Casen.
Oh, I know. Can I talk about it?
Cole. Story.
You can
go.
do Elder
Explain
Scrolls.
it.
Okay,
You
so
played it by now, right?
Wait, did
I-
you ever?
Everyone's played.
Did
Skyrim.
he even beat it?
It's still
I don't think I
fun
did.
to this day. We talked about it. In the
I beat
previous
it like
podcast.
3 times.
Not you, him.
I know. Have you even beaten the game?
Yeah. Dip Wong.
Oh.
It-
Well,
it
did
took
you want
a
to do it,
long
or did you
time.
want to do Sky or all?
I don't care. So
Screw
Skyrim.
online.
Yeah, you can talk about Skyrim.
Dragonborn, kill dragon.
Okay, so pretty
True.
much.
Sum it up.
Summing it up.
Yeah, that's the last DLC.
Dragonborn, kill other Dragonborn.
Yeah, that's the Dragonborn DLC.
I know, but the whole story is Dragonborn.
I have
You
There's
could ride
dragon.
a dragon in that.
I haven't beat that DLC yet.
It's fun. It's actually really fun. It corrupted my game.
Yeah.
And then I
you
just
have
started
PC,
over. No, it was on the Xbox.
Whatever.
Anyways, okay, so Skyrim, you're starting off and
You're a prisoner.
you're a prisoner, and you're being wheeled towards Helgen, the place where they cut off all of the storm
It's
post
the
heads.
murder place.
It's the murder place,
no,
guillotine place.
It's not guillotine. It's just a beheading.
beheading. Anyways,
It's
you were in the caravan with Ulfric
It's
Stormcloak.
ill and pain.
Ilan Payne, right?
What?
He looks like him.
Game of Thrones reference.
I don't know that game.
What do you mean? How do you not? Ill and Pain, the guy that cut off Ned Stark's head.
With his own sword.
Yeah,
God, that
Ice?
where did he even? Did he bring ice with him for some reason?
Yeah, he
Why
always
would
brings it with him.
it's a sword.
It's his Valerian steel sword.
Oh,
You're gonna want to take that sword. It's fucking rare.
well, it's big.
Anyways.
Thumbs down.
Ulfric Stormcloak is the leader of the rebellion, and he killed the
High King.
High King of Skyrim.
Who's a little whiny bitch.
They're having their own Game of Thrones
Yes.
going on. Yeah.
And right before you get your head chopped off,
Fuck all of you.
a dragon comes and
convenient.
very convenient. The guy who saved the dragon that saves you ends up being your worst enemy. So he saves the guy who kills him.
What an idiot.
Ironic.
Well, how was he supposed to know he was the Dragonborn?
Stupid dragon.
He wasn't.
Ironic,
He
right?
wasn't baby dragon.
So the dragon comes by and you run away. You can either join
How fast do you run?
pretty damn
Run
slow.
so far away.
I tried to skip ahead by just
couldn't
running
get
towards
away.
him.
Far away.
You go through the basement
I couldn't
and you
get
win.
away.
That's if you go with the Imperials.
Drew's a
You have an
cheating
imperial
bastard.
friend.
I
You
cheated.
piece of shit.
So if you grab a
Press
sword,
the win button.
yeah. If you grab a sword off the
Hit that
wall,
win button so
if you
hard.
go with what's that
Leveling
guy's
up
name?
all over the place.
Aslar? No, Ray.
Raylan.
It's,
Hadvar.
Hadvar with
Hadley.
the imperial.
So you take a sword off the wall and just sneak up and hit him, but before you like take the stuff out of the chest,
You kind of
You
poke
can
him with a
just-
stick.
you can just get your sneak and one hand all the way up to 100.
Can you do pickpocket the same way?
Probably.
I don't think you can pickpocket him though.
Because you can give him the sword, pickpocket it back, give him the sword, pickpocket it back.
I guess you
Reverse pickpocketing is weird.
can. But you
It
can.
really is.
You can get up to 100 with your sneak before you get out of hell,
I know.
which I
That's
have
bullshit.
done more than once.
It's bullshit. How long does it take you?
About 2 hours.
Damn, really? I've constantly. attacking him.
Well, I just turn
Were
on
you watching the
Netflix.
Netflix?
Yeah, I just turn on Netflix or YouTube, like on my phone or something. I'm just go back and forth hitting him. I mean, it's pretty easy. I kicked ass in that Thieves Guild.
I bet you did.
That was
Because you had your fucking sneak all the way
I had 100
maxed
sneak
out.
in my one hand.
There's another way to do it. You go to the
Cheating bastard.
what was that temple called? The High Temple with all the Greybeard. Is it Greybeard?
High Hothgar.
High
Yeah.
Hothgar. You go up there when they're sleeping. Stab them with a knife.
What? Does
Yeah,
that
yeah.
work?
You slash them when they're sleeping, and then they wake up. They're like, what?
Oh,
Huh?
because
What?"
they're immortal.
And then they go back to sleep.
By the way, there's also a console command to make them unmortal.
Well, I didn't.
Why
play
would
that.
you want to do that?
Why would you want to murder them?
Because they're pieces of shit. I
That's
hate them.
mean.
I feel like Cole is. Not
You
really
can
in
also
this
make your
podcast.
follower immortal. That's another console.
I'm pretty sure they were already immortal.
No,
They
no.
just get tired.
Lydia can die.
No.
Lydia
they're not.
can die in the Xbox.
Well, how
I've-
dare you murder Lydia?
I've killed a
No,
lot
she
of my
did-
companions.
What?
I've killed a lot of my companions.
Yeah, you can make them immortal and just make them wounded.
Not on purpose.
If you're a
course.
sick
You
fuck
sound
like
proud of
Joffrey.
it. Fucking Joffrey.
You
Fucking
have you guys
Joffrey?
have no idea the companion in Oblivion that everyone wanted to kill.
Oh, I've seen the videos.
The adoring fan. He was literally garbage.
Kills for money.
He was garbage.
He was a mercenary.
No, he was a tiny little fucking kid. Like he wasn't a kid, but he was really short, like a wood elf.
Midget?
When he was a
Dude,
wood
what
elf.
else are the
Dwarf.
shit.
No, a wood elf.
Okay.
And he followed you around. The only thing he would do is he would carry a torch and maybe a couple items for you. But after you won the arena, which was cool that they had an arena in the city so you could just fight over and over and get money. But he was like, I'm your best fan or greatest fan or whatever. So he would follow you around the
You
entire
can't get
game.
rid of him?
No. You can either, I think you can accept there and he'll follow you around, or you can decline right there and he won't. But if you accept, he's with you forever. Unless he dies.
So if you fuck up and say, yes, you can follow me,
He's following you.
you're fucked.
So then,
how do you kill him?
what's cool is when you're in the woods, you tell him to stay or something, and then you practice your archery skills. By just shooting him.
You're the worst.
Or, in the
terrible
best
person.
ones is when you go on YouTube and look up Killing Adoring Fan, Oblivion. It has some of the best, funniest videos ever. There's like a point in the game where it's like the highest thing.
Yeah.
It's like if you fall off, you just tumble and tumble till you die. So many people like
Push him
one
to
of
the
them
edge.
is Chuck Norris versus the Adoring Fan. And they made, because you had unarmed skill in Oblivion, so you could do like really cool unarmed moves.
Mhm.
So they had their guy shirtless,
What?
looked like Chuck Norris, one hand out to 100, and they would just like uppercut the Adoring Fan off of this cliff,
I know.
and you would just fly. Oh.
That's the best.
Or it was like they'd go all the way back and you'd have like this shot from like so far away with your bow and you just nail him right in the head.
So what? Is he still alive at the bottom?
No, he's dead.
Oh, you can fully kill him.
He can die. But,
Why don't people kill him in the first place?
But I mean, because you're in the middle of the city, you at least have to take him to your outside the city.
You gotta take him out back like Old Yeller.
And at that point, once
Jesus.
you take him to the outside of the city, you've looked at something else, you've forgotten what you're doing, and then he just appears in front of you. You're like, oh fuck, he's still there.
He's
That's
always
so
there.
funny. See, what I always had the companion Lydia when I first started, which was like 2.5 years ago when
Yeah,
Skyrim
big
came out.
all the time, right?
Not the DLC.
She won't even carry your shit without complaining.
She
I
does.
wouldn't carry your
Yeah, I know,
shit without complaining
bullshit.
either.
No, I tried to
Lazy
take her from.
pile.
I tried to take some weapons from her that I stored with her, and she
Where'd you
bitched
put
me
them?
out. Shut up.
Where'd you put the weapons?
On her back,
Uh-huh.
and it happens.
She doesn't wear a backpack, so...
Neither do you.
Yeah, but I'm the fucking Dragonborn, so... Shut
You're
up.
invincible.
I am pretty much invisible.
No, so I always fought a dragon. I would find a dragon on an accident when I was really low level, and I would fight. I didn't know Lydia could die. She died so many times. I had to restart the save. I tried to kill the dragon. Didn't work. Dragon was bullshit.
I just know she'd always be like, Lydia, can you carry a few things? I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
I know.
Shut the fuck up, Lydia.
We'll carry your own.
You are a
Yeah.
goddamn AI in a video game. You will carry my shit. So...
There is a possible way to marry her, because I know that
Why
a
would-
lot of
why?
people tried to.
I
do
think
that.
you can like make her not your companion anymore, and then go
Get another companion, and then she won't be your companion. She'll stay at your house.
I made her my steward.
Dude, I think I married Lydia. Maybe.
Why?
No, wait. There's some other chick that
In Whiterun?
no. River Run.
The sister?
Yeah,
I
I
married
married her,
too.
and then I had adopted a child.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Oh, because then you can get money from their shop.
Yeah. No, do you know what sucked? I got the
To networking.
I got that one DLC where you build your own house. I built it north of White
I
Run.
built all those
He
houses.
builds in Fall Creek.
What?
It's
There's 3 places.
Oh, so you built it in
The one by
a
White Run.
Dawnstar or whatever.
I built those houses. I
Well,
didn't
that-
put
you have to go
anything
to
in them.
Dawnstar to get it.
No, you go to White Run.
Not to get that house.
Yeah, you do.
No, you go to Dawnstar. I did that a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
You have to go to Dawnstar to get that one.
Okay,
But it's
well, those
literally right next to White Run.
Okay, then that's one. Yeah.
But you have to. I don't know why, but
Anyways, my wife, Claudia, I think her name was. It was the sister from White
you don't get
River
to do
Run.
that. You have to.
What?
You don't get a fucker.
No,
you
you
have to
don't.
adopt children.
Anyways, I adopted 2 children, and I built my house, and I told her, okay, we're gonna be living here now. So she said, all right. So she leaves the house, and I travel because I wanted to meet her there, but she literally walks there, so it's slow.
Oh, she died.
So I go to different missions. Shh, you're stealing my story. I went on different story
remembering my own
mission.
story.
I went back to my house to see if she was there. She's being attacked by bandits and wolves. Lydia starts immediately attacking them. Shadowmere starts kicking them. I start killing them. By the time I turn around, my wife was dead. And you can't remarry on the
I remember
Xbox.
that.
This is bullshit.
I told her to meet me at my new house and bring the child.
Fucking bullshit.
I fast traveled to the house and kept waiting, and then all of a sudden it was done, and she was being mauled to death by wolves.
Yeah.
I
this is
panicked. I
bullshit.
shot her with an arrow instead of the wolves. I killed my wife. While my son watched.
Jesus.
Just really quick, case my condolences, and Dalton, as you as well. Based on your 2 funerals, I'm sorry.
Of the same woman. I shot her with an
We
arrow.
couldn't get a hold of you. You were always moving around.
I
Dang. I wanted you to come to the funeral.
think I'm gonna settle in Morthal.
Can we get your mailing address?
Shittiest place on earth.
Can we get your mailing address?
Absolutely not.
Can we bill you?
I told you guys what happened to my kid,
No.
right? The one I tried to adopt.
No.
You're retarded.
Yeah. He was. I tried to adopt him from the orphanage
Maybe
in,
it's telling you something.
in Riften, and he was like, "Oh, thanks for adopting me. I'll meet you at the house. Let me just get my things." Travel to the house. He's there. "Oh, thanks for adopting me. Travel to the house. Let me just get my things." Well, wait, you're in your room. So I talked to him again. He's like, "Thanks for adopting me." I'm like, God damn it. And he broke.
He glitched.
I broke my kid.
Did you take him out back?
I did. You can't.
There's a mod.
Put him down.
No, there's a
Can
mod.
you do
where
like a cult? Like
no,
Cole
because
Miller?
there's there are a lot of kids in that game which are just fucking annoying because they always come up to you and talk to you, and they won't shut up.
That's annoying when kids want to talk to other people, right?
Hey, what if Jason?
or their parents.
What if Jason came up and started
No,
talking?
don't
to
you dare bring up Jason.
If Jason came up and started talking to you,
Jason.
the red balloon.
Jason.
Who's Jason?
Heavy rain.
He's
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, fuck that kid. He's fucking dead.
You would kill him.
He got hit by a car. You know what's funny?
Cole
That
was
my-
driving.
That was my car.
It
Oh my
it
God.
cuts. Cole's just driving a fucking car.
It's like with the biggest grin.
We
Motherfucker.
should have did that. Put Cole's face in the video
That's
game.
that's the picture. Cole in the car driving the
Cole,
car
we-
that kills the kid.
We put a picture of your face in the video
Yeah,
game.
the ending of the game, I find out it's me. I ran him over.
Anyways,
I wasn't drunk either. It was full intention.
I bought it.
You just sped up.
I said I bought. I adopted 2 kids from the orphanage. But when I was I didn't know this at the time, but when my wife died, I looted her body, and I took literally accidentally pressed like take all, which means her clothes too, and the kids were there too. It got a little weird.
Daddy, what's mommy doing?
So that
She's sleeping, baby.
in the Xbox, she's literally just laying in the snow outside my house. I can't move.
She won't
Have a
despawn?
decency to
No,
bury
she
her?
stays there.
You
I can't
You
move
need,
her.
you need to drag her down to that river and just throw her in.
My house was by a river.
Just throw her into the river.
Dude, I should have brought it by the
Washes away the evidence.
She actually disappeared.
I should have brought her to that mammoth place right next to our house.
Throw her on the bonfire.
Because you can lift things up.
I know that's the best part about that 2 Towers place by White Run. You had to like go through that pass to get to the rift, like that. There's 2 towers under that bridge over like there. That was the best because after I would kill everyone, I would take their bodies and dump them into the river over the side, and then watch them like
Jesus.
go down on the waterfall.
Do they actually fall in the water?
Yeah, You just drag them and you just drop them off, and the current takes them. And
You're a
they go
terrible
over the-
person.
It was awesome.
You're such a terrible fucking
It's
person.
so awesome. I did that every time.
You're the worst. You're literally the
It
worst.
would take me like 20 minutes, but I would still do it.
I remember when I first started on the Xbox, Skyrim, I was sitting at the table with Hardvar. And
Hadvar?
It's Hadvar.
My bad.
He was
I'm sorry.
super hard.
Hardvar.
Anyways, I was sitting at the table, and I was I didn't know that if you stole enough things, people start attacking you. So I literally stole everything on the table while
that just
everyone's
sounds
watching me.
unnatural.
No, the worst is when you like
And then I got chased out of
accidentally
town.
kill a shopkeeper.
Kill a shopkeeper or actually take something off?
Accidentally take something, and then you have to murder him, and then he's gone.
No, do you know what the funniest thing is? When on certain characters, when they die, you become their heir.
Yeah, you got like a will.
So like when the blacksmith usually dies in a dragon attack in River Run, you're his heir, and you get all of his shit.
What fucking sucked was
When his
Bellathor-
daughter's still alive.
You remember Bellathor from Whiterun? The guy who just walked and he's like, I can sell you anything, just shit like that.
Oh yeah.
The general merchant. Vampires attacked. He died.
Oh yeah,
It was
I
right.
think that happened to me too.
It was right at the beginning of the game because I used that cheat to get my stealth all the way up.
Yeah.
Which means I was a high level, which means vampires spawn and attack cities.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, they usually wait till you get a high enough level to start spawning because they don't want you to go do the Dawnguard DLC until you're ready.
Oh.
So that's why it does.
So Dawnguard just spawns random vampires will attack cities?
Yeah, they'll just they spawn in cities.
I see. I got
Attack.
all 3 DLC, but I never played Dawnguard.
But
I
what
don't know
sucks
why.
was
I
I had
should've.
just gotten to Whiterun to go tell him of like the first dragon attack ever, and Bellathor dies. And I'm like, great, now I can never sell shit in Whiterun.
Really quick, just to cover up a mistake I said earlier. It's not Maroon's Dagon, it's more like Ball in online.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was
I'm sorry, I fucked up.
Screw the online.
Yeah, I really wanted to get it because, like I said, Skyrim's my favorite game. I can't wait till Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. I'll play the shit out of it.
Fallout 4 is first.
Shut
Fallout
up.
4!
in Boston.
I'll fall out of college.
It's in Boston.
I'll fall out of college.
Casen,
You gotta go to
boo.
college.
Yeah, fuck that. Elder Scrolls
Probably
comes
gonna
out.
be out of college by the time
Elder Scrolls?
Elder Scrolls 6.
Nah, dude. Skyrim came out 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
2012.
Really?
2011.
3
Yeah,
years ago?
3, 4,
2011.
4 years ago.
Remember the commercials? It was always like 11, 11, 11. Make a wish.
No.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Alright, so I'm just gonna... we talked a lot about Oblivion, talked a lot about Skyrim.
I've talked a lot about more Skyrim.
I know.
If you
We
want.
never really talked about the main story because, I mean, let's get down to it. Who gives a shit about the main story?
Exactly.
You're gonna get sidetracked anyway by side quests and random bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
Random bullshit is the worst.
main story, you're a prisoner just like you in the first one. You find out that you're the most important person ever and you have to do shit. And, God, guys are creepy.
He's touching my
Skyrim,
hand.
you Dragonborn, you gotta go kill Alduin, who's fucking shit up in Skyrim.
He is.
You gotta go to the... What the hell's that?
Sovereign
piece of
Guard.
shit.
Sovereign Guard.
Kill him. You
Like
do
Thor.
because you
By Thor, yeah, right?
you win because you're the fucking Dragonborn and it reloads and you respawn if you die. So you win. So let's get down to what Cole is here for because I mean he hasn't done anything or said anything in this podcast.
I've
really.
napped twice.
I know.
He's
you lazy
taking
shit.
Yeah.
We had you look at Elder Scrolls Online because none of us have played it.
And you've said you played a little bit of
A
it,
little bit. I played the
which
intro.
gives you the more.
It's not our own consoles, so we haven't played it, and because we didn't want to buy it on PC, and we're just really discouraged by that $15 a month subscription. I guess.
I was totally discouraged.
If it was
And-
lower, I would have bought it.
Yeah.
I love Skyrim.
My overall plan is that if it if it ever does come to consoles, which should either be late this year or early 2015,
Probably 2015.
if that subscription stays up, I'm probably going to do it like maybe a month or two just to play for a little bit, and then I'm done.
I could probably get a lot of the game done within the first 2 months. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm hoping that they've taken so long to put it out into consoles that they do tone down the subscription.
Well, I mean, you look at it.
You hope they
I've
give
heard,
you the game for free, but that's
what-
never gonna happen.
What people do with Elder Scrolls is there are certain bosses that drop certain items, just like World of Warcraft.
Borderlands.
I don't want to draw that conclusion between World of Warcraft and Elder Scrolls, but it's true. because people in huge groups will just camp in a cave, and the person who gets the last hit
Dude, I love
gets the loot. So there are people just standing there for hours on hours on hours.
I would be
trying to
that.
kill the
I would be
boss.
that one archer that would shoot him.
It's like, shh, suck it, fuck you guys. Anyways, yeah, I just don't want to do that.
So Cole, you look it up. Did you learn anything new about it?
Inform us.
You said you were
Alright.
full of information earlier.
Yeah, I
You took a
have.
nap, so now
He's
you're
full of
shut
fan
I
fiction.
actually have the Elder Scrolls Online Wikia
up. Great.
pulled
It's
up.
not like they can do that
Thanks,
themselves.
yeah, thanks for looking this up beforehand.
Yep, I hopped
Or even
on it.
during.
Not just bookmarking the page and be like, got it.
All right, so here's the thing,
What thing?
the story.
Alright.
Molag Bal, which is Molag Bal, not Maroon's Dagon, not to get confused.
Danger Prince.
He is trying to meld his Plane of Oblivion with Nirn, which is
This sounds like some
Tamriel.
Mortal Kombat shit right
And
here.
so, in doing so, it's causing a bunch of shit to go down, like in Tamriel, like earthquakes, the Red Mountain in Morrowind's going crazy, mages are starting to die and lose their minds. It's just bad news. And everywhere there's like these soul anchors or something, whatever the fuck they're called. I know they're called something anchors.
Yeah, no, we've seen them in like pictures and stuff.
Yeah, and like
that.
cinematics and stuff. And basically, and even in game, they'll like appear. Like all of a sudden, you'll be doing whatever, doing your quest, and then all of a sudden the sky will darken. You'll see
Yeah.
this thunderstorm, and
Is
this
it Thor?
giant anchor come. No, it's not Thor. Or it's not Odin. And
Son of Odin.
no, and then you gotta fight off all these Daedric monsters and shit.
Jesus.
And I mean, it looks like a ton of fun, but from what I've heard, like review-wise and like user-wise, is that the game is not Elder Scrolls. It's got the Elder Scrolls
Yep.
skin and lore on top of it,
But
it's moved so far away from
Is it-
like the experience of Elder Scrolls.
So it's almost too much of an MMO.
Too
yeah,
much.
it's way too much.
Like,
yeah.
I know that Bethesda handed it over to ZeniMax, and
Yeah.
Sounds like Cinemax.
ZeniMax, and I mean, they did put a ton of detail into this game.
It looks beautiful. It's an amazing
It looks
game.
good
Yeah, it looks
for
great.
an MMO, but they strayed too far away from the Elder Scrolls feel. I mean,
so
it's-
don't buy it just for the lore and because like damn I love Skyrim, I'm going to love this game.
Yeah.
you're not going to get that feeling at all.
Yeah.
Damn,
And
I
that was
guess
said-
I won't buy the game. Then.
That was said multiple times in professional reviews as well, like IGN, Game Informer. If you're looking
This is
for
professional.
this professional review of Maybe Podcast, brought to you by Maybe Podcast, and we,
Very professional.
and
Phone calls.
I mean, I played a little bit when the beta came out on the PC, and then I played the actual game when it came out for a little bit. And again, it's a very beautiful MMO. However, it's definitely not Skyrim. It's definitely not Morrowind or Oblivion
I
or.
haven't played more.
I don't think
Maybe.
anyone.
I don't.
I don't
I-
think
what's-
anyone.
I'm just
has
saying
played
for the
more.
sake of our audience.
People
it's-
have probably played more on, but not
Maybe.
here.
If you want the Elder Scrolls feel, your Elder Scrolls that you love,
I'm not gonna get.
do
it.
not buy this game. You're gonna get a completely different
So
feel to it.
skip this one. Get the next one.
I'm not saying skip because everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Burn it.
But the
Buy it
one
and
good
burn it.
thing I've heard about the game is the PvP, which is like people versus or
True.
players versus players.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
And the map is huge. It takes
Isn't it?
10 minutes, 20 minutes just to go from point
Wasn't
A
it-
to point B. It's,
Wasn't Oblivion the second largest map before this, and then Skyrim was in the top 10 somewhere?
I don't know about that.
So it's the two biggest
Oh,
maps in
But
games.
anyways, the whole
Plus the rest of Tamriel.
Oblivion was big. It had
No, it was.
4 or
I
5
don't-
cities.
It was second to Fuel, wasn't it?
who gives a shit about fuel? It's like some sort
Just
of
put it out
thing.
there.
Anyways,
Jesus.
the player versus player stuff, like, and this goes back on the story of it, is when you choose your character, that pertains to their different factions, which is the Ebonheart Pact, the Daggerfall Coven, and the Aldermire Dominion. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but who gives a shit? There's too many names. And anyways, which kind of pissed me off is that if you pre-ordered Elder Scrolls, you get the Travelers DLC or pack or whatever, and basically you can choose whatever race for any faction. It took away that whole
So
aspect
there's
of
factions in here.
yeah, there's
No,
three factions like I just said.
Yeah, I remember you and I talked about that. It took away the whole aspect of you have to make a choice at the beginning of the game.
Like, you're either fighting for these people or these people.
Yeah.
You
Or
don't
these people.
change.
Yeah, and now that
These
they
people,
have
or
this,
these people, or this person.
well,
That
I mean,
guy.
there's 3.
I mean,
and-
that guy looks good.
Again, they throw out this traveler thing, and it's like, what the fuck is the point? Like, Ebonheart Pact is Nords, Argonians, you know, and
Khajiits?
yeah, and, no, Khajiits are in the Eldorado Dominion, and then
No!
there's Dark Elves. So there's
I'm
Dark
not buying
Elves.
it.
Fuck. There's Dark Elves,
Doing that stuff at the
Nords.
same time. Ow! Stop hitting me.
There's Dark Elves, Nords, and Argonians in the Ebonheart Pact. But with the Traveler's saying you can be a fucking high elf and be in the Ebonheart Pact, it just makes no goddamn sense. I don't know why they threw it in there. But anyways, the PvP though, it's a ton of fun. I played a little bit of it, and you can defend a castle, you can lay siege to a castle, and you get like build points or whatever to make
Can I leave?
like siege engines
Siege
and
to the
everything.
tavern.
It's a lot of fun. But other than that, the storyline is interesting. Like, you gotta get like part of your soul back from Molag Bal, who's stealing souls from Tamriel. But I mean, for the
Soul
most
snatcher.
part, again, it's not the Elder Scrolls feel. It's an MMO. You're gonna have, you know.
It just has the lore of
None of us have
Elder
experience with
Scrolls.
MMOs, do we?
I do.
Good for you, Casen.
Bitch.
Just throwing that out.
Get
there.
out.
Jesus.
What warlock level are you?
Good job, Casen.
25.
You suck.
Just kidding. God. I
But,
forgot the last MMO I played.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. I don't know how much more to talk about it, considering I'm more of a console player than a PC player.
We all are.
I'm not.
Well,
Except
fuck
for
you,
Casen,
Casey.
because
Get
Casen
out of
likes to
here.
be different
Casen's the master race.
Fuck yeah.
because he's.
I like
No.
mods.
That just
Shut
means
up.
he's shitty in all the
Shut
other
up.
games.
I just like
Shut up.
mods. I love mods. They're fun.
Oh, I'm sorry. sorry.
It's
No,
a little.
but, I mean, that's all I got on the Elder Scrolls Online. I know that you guys haven't tried it all, so.
So I guess, right, wrapping it up, I guess Oblivion, Skyrim, definitely play.
Mhm.
I would say, and Elder Scrolls. I guess the maybe would go
if
you want an MMO, then yes. And
if you want the feeling of Skyrim and Oblivion,
Don't play
No.
the game.
I mean,
But-
you'll still get lore and stuff like
Mhm.
that, but just not as in depth as you would Skyrim. Just you playing it.
Yeah.
Stuff
And
like
the
that.
only reason I would get the game is because I can play with friends now in the lore of, you know, Elder Scrolls.
What
which,
friends?
I would definitely consider it if they drop down the subscription too.
I might.
Even if it was just like
That really is a deal breaker.
if it was like $5 a month, I would at least play it.
Yeah,
for a little
right?
bit.
It's
I
a
would,
console game.
I would at least play it. For
I
a
mean,
little
well,
bit.
if they're releasing it on console, why
See,
would they make you pay more?
if the price was maybe like $35 for the game, then $5 subscription a month,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. That's
Damn it, Cole.
I mean, if they change the prices at least a little bit, I mean,
More
I
people
feel
would
like
buy
they would draw a bigger crowd.
oh definitely yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like Dalton and Cole are gonna.
Wrestle.
In the bed.
No, we're not fucking doing that.
I don't know.
But
Come
hey,
here, Cole.
it's Cole.
It's Drew.
It's Casen.
It's Dalton. Well, if you've made it this far, you're ready for our special info. God, I am retarded and can't talk. Regarding our channel, we are going to start releasing some Let's Plays. Some of them are going to be called Friendship Breakers.
That's where all 4 of us play.
That is when all 4 of us play. And
They're
we
fun.
start to kill each other. Not figuratively. And we're also going to be introducing Cole's Happy Time.
That's where Cole plays share games.
It's the best.
It's best.
Wait till that comes out on Monday. So we're gonna try and put out Cole's Happy Time on Monday, Let's Play on Wednesday, and a Friendship Breaker on Friday, followed by a podcast on Saturday. And to let you know, we're very lazy, and this schedule is probably not gonna be followed too well.
It's gonna be pretty flexible.
I think even recording this is too much for us.
I know it's
Too much.
It's
Getting
alright.
pretty
It's
long.
1 a.m. and we're recording this because we're
Is
stupid.
it one?
We forgot to say it in the podcast, so now we have to end it at the.
No, Drew didn't want to say it in the podcast.
Anyways, yeah, just watch out for our channel. Maybe subscribe to keep up to date
Maybe
on all of our.
subscribe.
Shut up.
I get it. Question
Make
mark.
sure you keep up to date on all of our videos and
Leave
See
a
you guys
comment
later.
so we know what you guys like.
Sure,
That'd be great.
that too.
Beware the Dillster.
All right, thanks. Bye.
It totally is. You see the little crunch.
Wait.